This phone has never slid out of my pocket, obviously.
And the OnePlus, you said that was your favorite phone before the Google Pixel 3?
Yep.
And why do you like the Pixel 3 better than that phone? Because I've heard great things about the OnePlus.
Yeah, I love the OnePlus still, and I would have no problem using it today, but this camera is so much better than every other phone, yeah.
Now, is that because you take a lot of photos for YouTube and blogging and that kind of thing? So
yeah, just social. I tweet a lot of photos. I have Instagram a lot of photos, and I just
that much better.
Yeah, that much better. Yeah, than the OnePlus, which is already a $600 phone.
And is the OnePlus the Galaxy Note 9 is supposed to have a very good camera as well? I can't tell the difference. I'm not good enough to understand.
Okay, most people won't until you put them next to each other. And then you kind of go, oh, interesting. There's a much, like when you put an iPhone photo next to a Pixel photo, iPhones have notoriously great cameras. Pixels have notoriously great cameras. You might be totally fine with either one. But if you put them next to each other, you will notice massive differences between the photos.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you notice?
Did
you do any comparisons that are online that we could pull up right now?
My last one, I compared Pixel 2 to iPhone 10 to OnePlus 5T to two other phones. I did like a 5-camera blind test. And what I did was I put the 5 photos next to each other but didn't tell you which one was which. A, B, C, D, or E. And you go down the list and I have like 7, 8, 9 photos in a row. A, B, C, D, or E. Pick your favorite one. A lot of people went with B, a lot of people went with D, and they didn't know which one it was. And at the end, I revealed which one was which. And a lot of people were surprised by which one they picked. Oh, wow, I picked the Pixel over the iPhone every time. Really interesting. And a lot of times when you put them side by side, you'll notice like iPhones like to boost the shadows a lot more so that they're much more evenly lit. Yeah, this is that side. So like if
A, B, C, D, and E, which one do I like better?
And I already can tell immediately which one's the Pixel. And you might not, because I remember Pixel 2 had cooler colors and more contrast than any other one. And this is a gray backpack.
E.
Yeah. So another thing about these is it helps to see it in a high resolution, because the difference in detail and sharpness between them is another thing I paid attention to.
Which one's E?
I want to say that was the OnePlus, but I forget now.
And which one's the Pixel?
I'm pretty sure B is the Pixel, because this gray backpack is starting to look a little bit blue. And that was a big characteristic of the Pixel 2 from last year.
Right. And that was a big issue with the screen as well, right? The Pixel XL.
Yeah, look at this contrast. Like you see, like all these are like pretty good, but when you see B and you see how much more contrast that has, and you look at A and how much it's lifted the shadows. Yeah, E's got a pretty even tone.
And E is also the OnePlus?
I don't remember what E is. I'd have to go back to the video.
Oh, so you switched them around with each one?
Every time it was the same. A is the same every time. B is the same every time. I know. I'm already pretty sure that B is the Pixel. Go to the top left one with the selfie. So again, like that gray sweatshirt is starting to look blue in B, right? In E, look how much brighter those shadows are. Like my black hair looks kind of gray at that point in that one. So there's a lot of things you don't notice until you put them side by side.
God, but so nitpicky. They all look so good.
They all look pretty much like the same.
And C, you're a little closer up.
Yeah, C is a little bit tighter, so I'm going to go C as the iPhone, because the iPhone has a little bit of a tighter selfie camera. A lot of Android phones have a wider angle selfie camera because you can fit more people in them, but Apple's always told me they go with a tighter angle because there's less distortion and they want it to feel more natural. You just take a picture of yourself and you look great.
Well, here we go. iPhone X, Note 8,
okay, so
Pixel 2, and Hasselblad.
I did add a real camera into the mix.
Damn, that real camera was pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I hope so. It's $10,000.
Now, is that real camera
it better look pretty good.
Film, or is that video as well?
It's a photo, so it's a medium format, 50 megapixel Hasselblad X1D. It's a crazy camera.
iPhone X looks pretty goddamn good right there.
It does.
But there's just a little bit more to the Pixel 2.
The Pixel 2 has, so this is a portrait mode comparison. So I remember I was trying to test like the blurry background versus an actual good camera. And whenever you look at these portrait mode photos, what they're doing is they're sort of trying to outline the subject, keep it sharp, and then blur the background artificially. Right. And year after year, they've gotten better at this because the fall off between the blur isn't just like a cutout in real life. You get sort of like a gradient of how much blur you have. So Pixel 2 has typically the sharpest cutout and the best like separation between the background, where the iPhone kind of just takes the face, keeps the face sharp, and then sort of has a more natural fall off, so your body might not be in focus. And Note 8, it's just not as good.
Yeah, in that image, that's a really in that one you really see how good the Pixel 2 is.
Yeah.
Like that.
And so Pixel 3 got better at that.
Really?
Especially, yeah. So, and now you can change something Note was doing last year. You can change how blurred the background is. So on iPhone XS now, Pixel 3, Note 9, all of them, you can change how blurry the background is.